sing something to you. New Orleans and Memphis and every other cliche I can sing about. Every cliche I can sing about. Play the harmonic, Bob. Tell you how I've lost and loved, then I'll say something sensitive. I'll say something sensitive to make you feel better. Then I'll play a major 7 chord. And I'll tell you that I'm playing a major 7 chord to make you think it's something special.
In about 3 years here, Steve, you've surprised a relatively quiet Boulder music scene with your unique songs and your unique playing style. What place is there for you in the Boulder music scene?
I think I don't have a place in the Boulder music scene because this town is just saturated with long-winded hippie jam bands and self-righteous singer-songwriters, and it's just overabundant with that element, and I just don't have a place here.
Let's fall in love.
Upon reviewing a recent set list, one sees such titles as Drag Queen Cowgirl, Easy Meat, Foreplay, and Gay Truck Driver. Do you consider yourself a subversive songwriter?
Subversive? No. I think my songs are very much in touch with what mainstream America is thinking about. Gay truck driving and all.
Cookie cutter houses all in a row. Mother Mary, lawn jockeys and pink flamingos. We're gonna die here from too much scotch and bourbon. We're gonna live here with a Beamer and a big Suburban. I want to burn the neighborhood down. I want to burn the neighborhood down. I want to burn the neighborhood down. I want to burn the neighborhood down, down, down.
As both a marshal and musical artist, who would you rather be, Bruce Lee or Eric Clapton?
I would like to see Bruce Lee, God rest his soul, kick Eric Clapton's butt. I've been playing trombone since I was about 8 years old. And then I went on to study trombone at music school. After music school, I put down my trombone and I started playing guitar. And during that transition, I found a big difference between trombone players and guitar players. Trombone players, there's a real feeling of community between all of them. You know, if you're at a big music school like Berkeley, where I went, you don't know all the trombone players personally, but if you see a guy or a girl carrying a trombone around, you know, just say, "Hey, bro, what's up?" Whereas guitar players at school, they really, you know, they don't talk to each other. They're kind of they wouldn't just say hello to you just for the hell of saying hello. There's a real feeling of community among trombone players. And trombone players, they're the kind of guys that dress like they work at a hardware store. You know, even the women trombone players dress like they work at a hardware store. Guitar players, on the other hand, you know, they're very concerned about how they look and what they're wearing in their hair, and part of a guitar player's accessories is a hairbrush and a nail file and nail polish. I mean, that's what guitar players carry around with them. And it's a big difference between trombone players and guitar players.
Would you consider yourself a hybrid of the two, like maybe a well-groomed hardware store employee?
Yeah, I guess you could call myself a hybrid. Sometimes I dress up and sometimes I dress down. Sometimes I do my nails and sometimes I don't.
So that's a very interesting way of playing.
Absolutely.
Did you pick that up yourself, or did you model that from someone else?
No, I just made it up myself. Since you're listening on the radio, you can't see the way I play the guitar.
Exactly.
That's what it's going to get you right there.
Yeah.
So describe for the listeners how you play.
I hold the guitar between my legs like a cello, and I whack it between my legs, and that's the sound that you're hearing. Well, after music school, I was unemployed, living at home with my parents. So I'd wake up late in the morning and just crack open a beer, and I'd start playing the guitar in upright fashion like a cello. I'd tune it differently, and so I think that drinking beer in the morning definitely affected the way I play my guitar now.
You were unemployed and living at home and teaching yourself guitar. Was there ever a moment where you crossed your parents en route birding and you were going for that first morning brew?
Well, I tried to be discreet about it. You know, drink a beer when my family wasn't home, so they wouldn't see me drinking a beer in the morning. But I think there was one time when my folks were coming back from their birding expedition, and I was just waking up, going to the refrigerator, and I think they might have been suspicious about that at that moment.
Morning, son!
Oh, good morning, Dad. Good morning, Mom. How you doing? Good.
Good morning.
How you doing?
What are you gonna have there? Ketchup for breakfast?
Actually, I'm just going to get a glass of milk. While you're in there, grab us a couple beers. Sure, absolutely. Must have been a good day of bird watching for you. Oh, it was incredible.
It was a good day. You know what we saw? We saw a couple of red-breasted, yellow-rumped titmouses.
You're kidding me. Uh-huh. You saw a pair of titmouses? Captured it all right here. Wow. Oh, it was a wonderful day, huh?
Well, yep,
Congratulations.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.
Early in the morning, early in the afternoon, drink beer. Early in the evening, early in the afternoon, wine is fine, but give me lots, give me lots, give me a whole lot of beer. Is that a blobby old barley wine?
Well, I woke up this morning with a hangover, and of course I got drunk again this afternoon. So this evening I had a second hangover. So tonight I'm kind of recuperating from 2 different hangovers today, and it's been a long night.
Do you think you'll go out for a beer or two after the show here?
Yeah. Hear the dog that bit ya.
On this poor drunken hot boy, got an ocean full of trouble, half a pint of joy. The critical state of my condition, don't want just find my position. No religion and no superstition. Don't want to find my position. I walk down the street, all the houses the same. Try so hard, but I can't hide my pain. Sunshine, but stay in the rain. You know someday I find some beauty in this world. There's a white boat in the sky, bloodshot in my eye. There's a green monster in the road, and a black hole in my gut. The critical state of my condition, don't want just find my position. No religion and no superstition. Don't want just find my possession. I walk down the street, all the houses the same. Try so hard, but I can't hide my pain. Set a shadow, but stay in the rain. Who knows someday I find some beauty in this world. I find some beauty in the world. I find some beauty in this world someday.
Have you ever gone through musical phases, a psychedelic phase, for example?
A psychedelic phase, musically no, but there was that one night.
Yeah, I think this beer makes me stoned. I really think so. I don't like the taste of it, but I might buy more.
What's there to live for? Who needs the Peace Corps? Think I'll just jump out. I'll go to Frisco, buy a wig and some Bosley's floor. Walk past the wig store. Danced at the Fillmore. Oh, I'm completely totally stoned. I'm hippie and I'm trippy, I'm a gypsy on my own. I'll stay a week and get the crowds and take a bus back home. I'm really just a phony, but forgive me cause I'm stoned. Every town must have a place where phony hippies meet. Psychedelic dungeons popping up on every street. Go to Boulder, Colorado.
Have you played in a band before, or have you just been solo?
Most of my music is solo. I have been in a band called the N Keys, which was a polka band, and that's the last band that I played in.
Right.
After the release of our first recording, Polka Me, it became abundantly clear that Steve was really only in it for the babes. It wasn't so much that Steve had the polka in him, as much as he was always trying to get the polka out of him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the N Keys.
What a jackass. He was only in it for himself, and he was impossible to work with. He really only wanted to do his tunes, and they were all pretty twisted, if you ask me.
Vaseline jars in cattle cars. Ba 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 black sheep, ba 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 black sheep, ba 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 black sheep. I'm a black sheep. They all know, they all know, I'm a gay truck driver. They all know, they all know, I'm a gay truck driver. I like old Broadway and fairies on a string. I like old Broadway, and this has been a really nice clam bake. I like old Broadway, when men were men and women were women. I like old Broadway, when I'm driving down, when I'm driving down, when I'm driving down the gay white way.
Our second question, what has the ladybug been appraised for in the farming industry?
It eats other bugs. It's a natural insecticide.
It's correct. There you go. Yeah, killing crop, destroying bugs. This guy knows his stuff. He knows what he's talking about.
I like agriculture.
Oh yeah, some good-looking cattle over here. Good-looking cattle.
When I'm driving, I usually like to listen to chicken scratch music.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with chicken scratch.
Well, here, let me pop a tape in for you.
Steve, is this polka?
It's kind of like polka. It's a mixture of polka and Tejano music, which is called chicken scratch. The Native Americans in southern Arizona who live in the Gila Mountain Reservation, they have adopted polka as their wedding and their social and their dance music. And it's great music to drive to. It's very energetic. It keeps me awake. Especially in this song, one of the characteristics of chicken scratch music is the overplaying of the drummer. Chicken scratch drummers kind of tend to overplay a little bit just to fill up every bar. Every bar is a drum solo in their mind. And that's what I appreciate about chicken scratch drummers is that they're not prohibited by concepts of phrasing or technique or
even good taste for that.
Yeah, good taste is just thrown out the window when it comes to chicken scratch drumming. And that's what I appreciate about it. It's basically, as far as music is concerned, there's no rules. They're starting from scratch. It's chicken scratch. How do these blonde hairs get caught to my harness?
Testes, testes, 1, 2, 3. Good evening, Penny Lane. My name is Stephanie Ray Liedlich. And I would like to start this evening out with a little foreplay.
On camera tonight that were in the audience?
Excuse me, you need to know that your music is so offensive. The lyrics are completely sexist and demeaning to women.
Believe me, I understand what it's like to be a woman.
Maybe if your fragile male ego got out of the way for 5 minutes. I mean, have you ever read John Berger's Ways of Seeing?
But
In this book, he talks about the male gaze and how the female exists solely as an object receiving the male gaze.
Yeah, but
people are deconstructing this. Are you aware of this? I mean, while people are busy deconstructing this ridiculous attitude, you're busy maintaining the status quo of male privilege.
if you understood me personally, you'd know that I write from the female perspective.
To him and the lights are dim at the altar bouquet on Easter Sunday. She needs foreplay.
Well, I like to find the similarities between males and females, and I try to find a common ground where they both can unite.
So gallery, blue Picasso, forgery, blue Picasso, forgery. She needs much more foreplay. After church on Sunday, she needs much more foreplay. After church on Sunday.
I think tonight, a night like this, when I do dress and drag, I get in touch with my feminine self, and I like to touch my feminine self.
Your feminine self looks very good.
Well, thank you.
Welcome to Penny Lane.
And welcome to Where's Richard?
Could you tell us whether or not there is any significance to this Women's Songwriter Showcase series being called Where's Richard?
Yes, in fact, that's Richard well, Richard's nickname is Dick, and the question is, where's the dick? But I didn't make that up. It's not my fault.
Would you say that with the presence of Steven Ray Liedlich here tonight, that maybe that question has been answered?
I would say that Stephanie concealed that information pretty well. There was no indication of penis at all, really.
I didn't see any.
In my body, I feel dissonant and strange. I force myself to rearrange. No, he actually called and said he was willing to dress and drag.
Wanting to dress and drag, you might say.
Wanting
and needing.
Wanting.
And needing.
And needing.
Just desiring.
Desiring to dress and drag.
Papa, I know you're going to be upset, 'cause I was always a little. You should know by now, I'm not a baby.
need your help, Daddy, please be strong. I may be young at heart, but I know what I'm saying. What you warned me all about, what you said I can do without. We're in an awful mess, and I don't mean maybe. Please, Papa, don't preach. I'm in trouble deep. Papa, don't preach. I've been losing sleep, but I made up my mind. I'm keeping my baby. I'm gonna keep my baby. He says that he's gonna marry me, and we can raise a little family. Maybe we'll be alright as a sacrifice. But my friends keep telling me to give it up, saying I'm too young, I ought to live it up. What I need right now is some good advice. So please, Papa, don't preach. I'm in trouble deep. Papa, don't preach. I've been losing sleep, but I made up my mind. I'm keeping my baby. I'm gonna keep my baby. Right now, 'cause we are in love. We are in love. So please, Papa, don't preach. I'm in trouble deep. Papa, don't preach. I've been losing sleep, but I made up my mind. I'm keeping my baby. I'm gonna keep my baby. Papa, don't preach. Papa, don't preach. Papa, don't preach. Papa, don't preach. Papa. 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 I'm gonna keep my baby.
Just last night, I covered the Pearl Street Mall kiosks with my posters, and less than 12 hours later, they're covered up. Even by my good buddies, Shankus, covered up my posters. It is war out here. It is a dog-eat-dog world. Everyone is covering up over everyone else's posters. And there's all this crap like metaphysical celebration. This is the stuff that I like to cover up. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Sorry, Stevie.
Thank you very much. Even though it's snowing out, I drove all the way from Boulder today.
Boulder sucks.
Well, yeah, that's why I live in Eldora.
Eldora sucks. Good. You suck too. Come on, man, play something good.
I'm trying.
Free bird. Let's go, Jerry. Stop tuning. Play some music.
Jerry.
season, assets are freezing, the snow falls heavy on Beverly Hills. Flight to Hollywood. Oh, hell.
He's a great talent, he's gifted, he's a Renaissance man of our time. And, you know, I would say the only weakness he has is his perfection for himself. You know, he's a perfectionist, and he can be really hard on himself and incredibly hung up on being the best there is.
Flight to Hollywood. She met a stranger in Saigon. They fell in love and sang a song. Forget the weather, come a day. 17 counties on Broadway. Art in America.
Oh, Steve, that sucks. Come on. What have I taught you? What have I taught you? If anything, what have I taught you? Read, look. Look, what does that say? What does that say? That sucks. I thought I was playing the right thing. What does that say? That doesn't say what you were just playing. That is not the same music. I don't know where that came from. Another planet. Listen, babe, listen. Have I not told you you're the best? You're the best. You know, there's a lot of fires in life that are smoldering, and I happen to be the person that's able to bring the flames up in Steve's fire. The time that I've put into this producing and the people I've worked with and all of my brilliance has really been timely and beneficial to his opportunity and timing in life to grow as a performer. He is reaping the benefit of all the time and the work that I put into my life, and you know, he's great because I'm great. He has a great talent in him and incredibly great talent behind him.
She walked into the night with an alibi. She walked into the night without a goodbye. The storm fell like a summer rain, and you can't explain the wonder. And the roses fell off the window pane.
Well, the last time I was here, I wasn't really feeling myself that night. Tonight I feel good. Tonight I'm definitely feeling myself.
Extortion, extortion, the only way to keep you here. Extortion, 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 the only way to keep you here. Keep you here. Thank you very much. My name is Steven Ray Liedlich. I like old Broadway, when the wind comes rushing down the plain. I like old Broadway, when women suffer at the hands of domineering men. I like old Broadway, when I'm driving 18 wheels and driving 18 inches. I like old Broadway, when I'm driving down the gay white way. They all know I'm a gay truck driver. They all know I'm a gay truck driver. I'm coming in, I'm coming out, I'm coming in. I'm pulling out of Tennessee. I'm coming out, I'm coming in, I'm coming out. I'm coming into West Virginia. West, key lime, navel oranges, grapefruit from Texas, grapefruit from Texas, grapefruit from Texas. I punch a hole in the grapefruit.
There's also a story about Frank Zappa's roadies. These guys be driving trucks from gig to gig, and they'd be on the road late at night, and they'd take a couple grapefruits with them, and so they'd cut a hole. They cut a hole inside. They cut a hole in the grapefruit and just kind of use that for pleasure on their.
A hole in the grapefruit?
Yes, they'd punch a hole in the grapefruit and use that for their sexual pleasure while they're driving.
Wow.
I'm coming in, I'm coming out, I'm coming in. I'm pulling out of Corpus Christi.
Other than the obvious, name a use for a kiwi.
You can punch a hole in it and use it for sexual devices.
There we go.
That's correct.
That is correct.
This guy doesn't joke around with his answers.
No, not at all.
This guy's all about business.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know the river is running too fast for the sand, wildflower, sugar cane. The wind whispers in my good ear. Maybe you're the only one to bring me here. You bring me down to the river, down to the river road. You bring me down to the river, down to the river, down to the river road. Baby, I want a warm night when the stars are low. You bring me down that river road. Full August moon and your favorite bottle of wine. Baby, we can get lost just for a little while. Just for a little while. Just for a little while. I go down to the river, down that river road. I go down to the river, down that river road. Take me down to the river, take me to the river. drag queen cowgirl.
Never met a man who could resist a kiss and tell. I never met a sinner who escaped the fire hell. I ain't very different, but I ain't quite the same. Just don't be that too surprised we play the crying game. Yes, 'cause I'm a drag queen cowgirl. I ride a stallion in disguise. Yes, I'm a drag queen cowgirl. Prettiest girl in Jackson Hole. And I got me a secret I don't share with many men. And I got me a pickup line that scores a perfect 10. I ain't quite 7, but I ain't very straight. I throw out my fishing line, the sucker takes the bait. Yes, 'cause I'm a drag queen cowgirl. I ride a stallion in disguise. Yes, I'm a drag queen cowgirl. Prettiest girl in Salt Lake City. Had me some free riding champions of rodeo. I had me a threesome with Juliet and Romeo.
So is there any truth to the rumor that one Stephanie Ray Liedlich was Miss Denver 1997?
No comment.
I ride a stallion in disguise. Yes, I am a drag queen cowgirl. Prettiest girl in El Gore, Colorado. Cheap cologne, cigarettes, and lipstick trace. Give to me your leather, take from me my lace.
When I was rehearsing last night, let's just call it a dress rehearsal, I was rehearsing right in front of my stand-up mirror.
Could we call it a cross-dress rehearsal?
Yes, it was a cross-dress rehearsal, and I was watching myself play my guitar between my legs, and my skirt was starting to hike up my thigh, and the strange thing is, I started to find myself attractive. I started to become attracted to myself in a very strange way.
Steve, much of your publicity features a woman upright guitarist, and some of your songs do make reference to cross-dressing.
Totally, Steve. You're so normally apple pie and next door mama's boy, and then you start stroking that guitar between your legs and you get so sexual and transsexual. What's up with that?
You know, I remember when I was 11 years old and I was in gym class and we had to climb the rope. And halfway up the rope, I started to get really aroused. And I looked over at the other guy climbing the rope, and his eyes were bulging out of his head. And I was...
Whatever.
Am I a woman or a man?
We've had some beautiful recording sessions. I've enjoyed working with this man immensely. Engineering him is just a breeze. I mean, everything falls into place. He writes beautiful lyrics, but I gotta get him out of the dresses. And I don't know what to do with him. I'm having a hard time with it.
Pardon me while I slip into something comfortable.
So I say, Steve, you're brilliant. You don't need pantyhose to survive in today's market. It's not essential
I don't need to put on a wig or bizarre or crotchless panties to get a gig.
Is it an act? Only his mother knows for sure, you know?
Steve, after performing a well-loved Rodgers and Hammerstein song, My Favorite Things, from a film as hopeful and family-friendly as The Sound of Music, you have, on numerous occasions, before both live and television audiences, declared, and I quote, "I have always wanted to be Julie Andrews."
You know, I have desires just like every other young man. I've always wanted to be Julie Andrews. And I've always wanted to be Julie Andrews. When I'm up there in the Rocky Mountains in an alpine field of flowers, and the wind is blowing up my skirt, I just feel like I'm Julie Andrews.
Steve, is there something that needs to come out?
Well, yeah, maybe there is something that needs to come out. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. I am a little uncomfortable, and yeah, there's something that needs to come out, and I think it's this bustier.
Drops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up in strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Girls in black dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on your nose and eyelashes, silver white winter that melts in the spring.